Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with my good buddy Dado. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on our beastly Panigale V4 almost full carbon SP. After today it'll pretty much be full carbon, although we actually have even more carbon coming if you can believe it. On the agenda we're going to try to do the front fender in carbon, the rear fender in carbon, and then this is the swing arm cover in carbon. And then if we get through all of that and it doesn't take too long, then we'll do the gas cap in carbon as well, which I'm really excited for that because that's really going to change the look of the bike. All of this is actually, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Also, one other thing before we go any further, I wanted to address this limited edition Ducati Panigale V4 Superleggera J. I've been getting sent, Dado and I both have been getting sent a million messages about this thing. Let me first off tell you what this is. This is for a client, I believe it's actually his right there. He ordered this through Ducati Newport Beach, and then they basically allowed him to customize it because he has an Aventador SV, I believe. It might be an SVJ, I can't remember, but this is the color scheme for his Lamborghini Aventador, and he asked Ducati if they could have it painted to match his Lamborghini Aventador. So I believe that Ducati actually sent this to Lamborghini and it was painted at the Lamborghini factory. I heard it was about 25,000-ish for the paint scheme. I think the bike was around 140,000 total. So yeah, it is a Lamborghini paint scheme, but it's really just a Superleggera. It was number 500 of 500. So it was the last Superleggera made. And I think it's super cool. I do love the blue and all that. The seat, to me, could have been installed a little bit better. I'm not sure what happened with that. Dado would have never let that happen, would you, bud? Yes, sir. But I've been asking Ducati to do stuff like this for a very long time. Allow you to like go on their website and kind of like build your own. Like imagine if you could buy a V4R, but you could pick black paint instead of red, or you could, you know, they had paint scheme options, or they allowed you to design it kind of like an ad personam package that Lamborghini does, where they just let you do whatever you want, really. And I think this came out really, really nice. I do love the blue. There's some things I would have done differently and some add-ons that they could still do if they wanted to, but it's a one of one, and it's a V4J. The only thing that confuses me about it is if you call it a J, I believe the Aventador Super Veloce, well, it's SVJ, stands for Super Veloce Jota. Jota stands for race car. So putting a J on a bike, or maybe it's just a racing machine, I don't know. But that's the only thing that kind of is weird to me. But yeah, that's everything I know about the project. Super cool. And it would be really cool to do something like this with Ducati in the future, possibly. If I could get a Superleggera, that might be fun to kind of customize my own, but I don't think there's any more available. I think they've all been sold at this point. But yeah, we've seen it, we like it. I hope they do more of it. All right, before we do anything, we gotta mix a drinky poo. We were actually drinking last night, playing game night at our place. I'm gonna do some Tito's, so I'm a little bit beat up, but I'm gonna do some Tito's anyway. I think it'll make me feel better, and some icy, which is low calories, and then we're gonna get to work. Look who it is.
Santa's little helper.
Just when you thought she was gone.
Did you miss me?
She's back.
And my spirit, I wore red.
Not in as good of an outfit. I do like those boots though. Wait, which ones are those?
My leggings aren't long enough. I never realized that.
What's wrong with it?
Doesn't cover my ankles. I need warmth.
Oh.
Dado, Santa's little helper has a gift for you. Present time.
Oh yeah. Do you want to go grab it?
No. He's got to come out.
All right. So we have a Christmas present for Doddles Throttles, and he has no idea what it is.
On the good list this year.
Congratulations, buddy. I got you an R8. Wow. I said it's nothing crazy, but people are always telling us to give Doddles Throttles
we want to take care of our boy.
raises and stuff like that. What is that? What could it be, Dado?
It's a bowling
Can I tell
alley.
you it's so hard to
What?
not say anything?
I know, it is,
I'm
right?
proud of myself for
Here, teens, I'll get it. Oh, you think you're a badass, huh?
I'll carry it.
Oh, okay. Doddles Throttle will help.
You dropping it.
Are you opening
I
it?
loaded that thing myself. Let's bring it inside. All right. I will say this will help you with one of your favorite things in life.
Look, this, oh,
And that'll give you a little hint. Do you know what it is, or you have no idea?
It's a stripper pole.
It's Dozer in a box.
You said one of my favorite things.
It's Dozer in a box.
I just realized, Jaret, all
What?
these critters on here are what I feed in the yard.
That is
Foxes
crazy.
And bunnies.
Don't tell YouTube that.
And squirrels
That's crazy.
and deer. Look at that
Hey,
squirrel.
it's our
everything you
land. We
feed.
can do whatever we want.
It's everything you feed her.
All right, open it up already.
All right, Dado.
Open it up, Doddles Throttles.
Go crazy.
It's something you.
Don't go
It's something you
crazy.
definitely
I was
need.
hoping teens
I
would
don't want
pop
you to
out.
hurt
Let's put it that
I
way.
was hoping you'd pop out.
Teens, another teens is in there. Oh God, we could auction that off for some serious money.
It's a dog.
What is it, Doddle?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a friend.
It's a mini
His fridge took a shit the other day, and we thought it was gonna be like actually broken. Of course, Dotto fixed it, but we got him a new one anyway. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
You guys didn't have to do that.
Absolutely, we did. Well, unfortunately, we pulled this thing out and it was dented, so we have to ship it back. It was also too small as well, so we got to find him a different one. So it was like, here you go, Merry Christmas, buddy, and then we're putting it back in and sending it back out. All right, 14 hours later, we're back to after the fridge debacle, after the great fridge debacle of 2021. We're back to having the same 10-year-old fridge, and the other one's damaged. There it is. So he had to break those loose by hand because he said Geppetto ate his Wheaties that morning. Look at that. Wait, hold on. Look at the amount of Loctite on this thing. Wait, it's still not focused. Sorry, YouTube. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at that. That's ridiculous. All right, so we got to take all of these bolts out, unplug the ABS lines, and then we'll swap it over. The reason we're swapping this over, this is satin, and we're doing matte. So everything, these are getting swapped out. This is getting swapped out. The only thing that'll be left satin is this, and we might actually sand it down and get rid of it.
Unplug the ABS lines?
ABS lines? You know what I meant.
Unhook the brake line from
the brake
Fender?
lines.
We're not disconnecting it.
No, unhook the brake lines from the Fender.
Gotcha.
That's what I was looking for.
Because you don't want those YouTube keyboard warriors.
Oh, they'll be there anyway, Dotto.
Jaret.
They'll be there anyway. Telling us everything that we do wrong.
You don't have to bleed the brake.
Telling us that our bike sucks. Oh, Christina put a bow on our bike. Look at that. Actually, yeah, buddy.
Dotto put it, but Teens made it.
Oh, Dotto put it on. But Teens put it on your Christmas present. Teens put it on your present. You put it on our bike, and then somebody's gonna get this bike. It's science.
Dozer.
Look who it is! Dozy boy! What are you doing? This walks right away from me. He's like, fuck you, Jaret. I got a date with my blanket. Take a look at the balls, bitch. Everybody missed you, bud. They loved seeing you in the other video. Yeah. Now we go straight to Christina. Look.
Hi.
He was.
Are you looking at my butt again?
Hey, did you see? He was staring at Christina's ass in the other video. It's so funny. Look at him. You had the best view in the house, bud.
Yeah, I know.
Look at you. Look how happy he is. He's like, give me lovin's. Everybody give me lovin's now.
No, it's because I got.
He looks like he might have lost a couple pounds. Psych! Look at him. Look at that. Look at that thick boy. You feeling good? Your tail's wagging? Look at him. Look at that tail wag. Oh God, I almost fell over, Dozy. Fat stupid head. What are you doing, bud? Why are you walking around with your...
Dozer, you can't go that far.
You're plugged in.
You're plugged in,
the
buddy.
blanket's plugged in. You
You're
can't,
plugged in.
you can't walk around like
You
that.
gotta back up.
Look at him. He does whatever he wants. Oh, excuse me. You have a breathtaking hiney. Good luck with that. We've got nothing accomplished today. This is what happens when we try to film on a Friday. Look at him. He wants to be a part of everything. The Dozy.
Take my heater back.
All right, after we got the 4 Geppetto Loctite bolts of hell out, this fender can finally come off. This is a Ducati Performance fender piece, and I bet you it's actually heavier than the full 6 carbon fender piece. What do you think, Doddles?
Got the ABS thing in front.
Oh, that's right. You got to go all the way through. They're a pain in the ass to do. Speaking of which, speaking of asses. All right, the front tire is naked. Here, Dotto, I'll hold both of those. Tell me that. Tell me which one's lighter. Be honest.
They're the same.
Cut. All right, we're trying to decide which one of these is lighter. I don't know. Which one do you think is lighter?
I don't know, but it fits my big head.
What do you think?
I don't know. That fits Dotto very well, surprisingly.
I feel like
You look like it's ridiculous.
I think I have mine too far forward. Is that better?
No, you just have a small head.
I have a tiny head. This is where you realize how
My ears need to go through these cooling channels.
the cooling channel. We've lost our minds. All right, we got the new fender slid in there, and I didn't think that it was gonna make as big of a difference as it does. Just not having different sheens of carbon finishes, I should say, makes it a big difference. Like that just looks insane. That bike. Look at that.
Charlie Sheen.
So once these are gone, oh man, it's gonna look so good. Dotto's trying to refit the, what is that thing called?
The bracket that holds the brake lines up in
Bracket
there.
that holds the brake lines. Look at that, way up in there. Just an annoying thing to do if you've ever done a front fender swap.
By the way, when you're pulling these bolts up, be very careful.
They strip.
Their lock thread is so hard in there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fully strip it, but one of the bolts took a little hit.
Yeah.
So I got it pulled out.
He had to use the extractor.
Yeah.
That sounds like a,
Here's your extractor.
yeah. What's that dude who does the car driving movies? The bald
Oh,
guy?
that guy.
The bald guy? Come on. You know who I'm talking about, teens. He has an English accent. Statham. Jason Statham. Sounds like a movie from Jason Statham, The Extractor. It actually might be. Like literally might be a Jason Statham movie.
Probably.
All right, bolts going in hot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. All right, so we were running into some issues off camera and we were trying to figure out what was going on. Two things. Number one, there actually was way too much Loctites on the bolt. So he actually went through and cleaned off all of the bolts, and it was a bitch to get the Loctite out of there. And then two, the stock Fender, you reuse the washers that were on the bolts. But with this one, it actually has a hard surface built in, so you actually can't reuse them or else it'll cross thread.
Yeah, so what happens is those little washers that are for the stock Fender, when you try to put them in these holes, they actually sit crooked and cause the bolt not to go in straight.
So he had to actually chase it back out from the back to fix it.
Yeah, so we're gonna put clean Loctite on these.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll never have to take this front fender off ever again.
Until we do something special for it.
We're not doing anything here.
All right, after the shitstorm of a front fender, we can move on to the rear fender, praying that it's not anything like that one.
I was kidding that I didn't have anything to drink. I had a coffee, and Jaret's like, I don't know, man. And he's like, Dado, this will be, you know.
Knock this out real quick.
We're just gonna knock this out real quick. It was nothing but nightmares.
It was.
On the front end. And
the fridge was broken. The front fender sucked.
I'll give you a
Dozer's farting. What?
Yeah, Dozer's
I'm farting.
Yeah, Jaret's blowing it up.
What?
If you guys come across Loctite, especially on coarser or larger bolts, always clean it.
Yep.
I didn't at first, and it caused the bolt to start binding up.
Because we haven't had to in the past. You can reuse Loctite on bolts, you know, if it's not too much. But
you're really supposed to clean them and put fresh Loctite in there.
Yeah. So we got a bolt here, and then two on the top, I think, and that's it.
Right? You sure about that?
Oh, and there's one over here too on this one. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna remove this stock one.
So we're gonna have to pull the whole engine.
Yeah, probably. Typical Ducati fashion. Bolts are out. It was actually 4. There's also a line.
Little zippy tie there.
Yep.
Zippy tie-yay.
Zippy tie-yay.
You know what?
That's great.
You know what? I'm never, ever gonna drink coffee or water prior to.
Agreed. Just alcohol from now on. Yeah. I feel better too.
Do you ever tell our patrons that
I'm hungover.
It's not real alcohol? It's either water instead of vodka.
We actually
or
don't
apple
even
juice.
I don't even drink. That's the crazy thing. I'm just sponsored by Glenlivet. So I have to keep taking pictures of their whiskey and showing them to you guys. But yeah, we don't even really ever drink, ever. Look at that. Piece of junk. I'll be completely honest, guys. If you're buying a $40,000 limited edition Panigale V4 SP, why the hell doesn't it come with a carbon rear fender? Right? Explain that to me.
What I was asking when we first got the bike is, when you're riding, this thing bounces, flops around like this.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, they're supposed to be kind of like not too rigid so it doesn't break, but
the carbon won't do that.
That's very cheaply.
Yeah, you know? Not a fan of that.
At least it's not silver.
Yeah, anyway.
All right, ready, carbon?
I kind of like it without it. Look at that.
Let's just leave it.
That's sick. Fitting the carbon rear fender from Full 6 in matte finish.
Okay.
Look at the difference.
Okay.
It doesn't come off on camera, unfortunately. Like, you really need to see this bike in person.
When I look at the screen when you're filming, it literally doesn't.
I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to have an event when we give this one away, because hopefully it'll be after winter or at the tail end of winter.
I got an idea where we can do it, but I can't tell anyone.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah. So I'm hoping that we can do an event for this one, and you guys can come out and see this in person, because it's night and day difference. Oh, and I have something special planned for it.
Hey,
so. Shh, don't tell me.
For the record, please don't message me asking me what's wrong with your bikes. I am getting daily. Somebody sends me a photo of their lawnmower. Dado, can you please tell me why it won't start? I can't. Not literally. It's all motorcycles, but
I know.
Somebody's like.
They asked me too.
Every day, and it's nonstop. And I don't want to be rude, but they're like, "Hey, bud," and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" Question for you. 7 pages later. So I have this. What is it? Like
Neither of us have time for that, and it's
Yeah.
impossible to diagnose. Take it to your local dealer.
yeah, man, I'm
Like,
sorry,
yeah.
but like it's not that I don't want to. It's crazy, you know.
Until Dotto opens up his own
The
shop.
only thing that I can tell
his
you that's
bike and
wrong with
whiskey
your
shop.
bike is if it's the wrong color. That's the only thing that I can tell you over there.
from a photo.
Please stop
right?
messaging me about issues. And
I agree.
Every single one, it's like, hey, I love your channel, been a long time. I'm like, hey, that's awesome. By the way, I got questions.
And then it
Here's the
goes,
question.
and then it goes, yeah, then it goes south.
I
Yeah.
love you guys, but please stop.
Just cockpits only from now
yes,
on.
please.
All right, we got it installed. For the most part, it looks incredible. Way better than the plastic POS that it came with. There is a little bit of a fitment issue, which is totally normal with carbon that sits around after it's been in the mold. This could have been in stock for freaking months, who knows, or
Cold and
even
heat
years.
and everything
Yeah.
else, and it's very thin.
Yeah.
So what I told Jared I want to do is I have this like little and I use wood because it doesn't mar
And
anything.
soft.
Yeah. So put this in here. Have this sit lined up
Yeah,
nicely, and then
For
what
a
I'll
night
do
or
is
two.
I'll probably heat it a little bit and then just let it sit, and then we'll come out and see how it looks. Unfortunately, all the mounting holes, you cannot move them
No.
around. Like I loosened them all up and it just doesn't move
Yeah.
because it has a shoulder
Yep.
on the bolt. It's kind of like this guy.
They're supposed to sit in a very specific place. Yeah, exactly.
So if this is warped even a little bit,
yeah, but it looks
but
great. And look how much more rigid that is.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to do this next?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. So of course we start to test fit the carbon rear swing arm cover, and it goes underneath. Is it one of the bolts or two? Just one?
It's two.
Yeah, two. Well, one of them's underneath the chain guard, and then one of them's underneath this. Or is there two over there? Or are you just loosening it so you can pull it up?
Oh yeah, I don't want to
okay.
break the carbon.
Gotcha.
So this actually has to come up like that. So
Unbelievable. And this has to come off too,
This
Dada.
tab here
Yeah.
has to fit underneath that,
Yep.
which is gonna make this sit wonky, I think.
Yeah, probably.
And then this goes underneath
there.
the chain guard rear mount.
Yep.
And then this hooks underneath the swing arm.
We're probably gonna add double-sided tape, not today, because it might have to come back off to do the chain and sprocket. I'm not sure. So for now, we'll just put it on there, and it should be okay because of all the bolts and everything. But look at that. It looks fucking badass.
Yeah, so we have to take this bottom. So
Yeah.
this is designed
That needs
just
to
in
come
case. Just in case.
Yeah.
But this has to come off.
Yeah.
And then because this is the carbon one,
Yeah.
it's underneath there.
Okay, let's do it. We got it test fitted. Look at that.
I hope like
That looks incredible and actually makes that gap look really nice. It's maybe it's supposed to be there.
I get that
I'm
a
not
lot
sure.
on my teeth.
All right, Arnold. What do you think, Dotto? Looks incredible, huh?
Yeah, it looks. It's crazy how on camera you
You can't see it because the
Yeah.
carbon just looks black. Like it just looks black from here. That's the sad thing. And I think that's a big part of the reason why everyone's always like, it looks just like your other build and carbon's boring or whatever. When you see a full carbon bike in person, like if you guys have ever seen Manny Koshbin's channel, he's in Orange County. I actually chat with his brother, Mozzie. Shout out to you, brother. He's a bike guy, his brother, but Manny is a supercar and hypercar collector. He has a full raw carbon P1, the only one in the world, and it looks absolutely incredible. What?
It's we're not gonna put the two-sided tape on there yet, but it isn't as tight as I thought it was.
So we will need some on there?
I think we're not gonna be riding this anytime soon.
No.
But I do think
So
that,
maybe we'll add the tape then?
yeah. Once
Okay.
it's-
All right.
Yeah, we'll add.
Fair enough. No worries. That's why we got it. But anyway, my point is, when you see raw carbon in person, full bike, full car, whatever, to me, it looks incredible. I'm not a big paint guy, because think about it. If the materials themselves aren't incredible on their own, then they shouldn't be used. That's how I feel. That's my style as a designer, if you want to call me that. I like raw materials, which is why I like raw tanks, raw carbon, raw magnesium. Like that to me is what speaks to me. Raw materials, like wood, like real things, So we're just gonna make a bike out of wood. That's basically what I'm getting at. But yeah, if it's not a cool enough
So you can ride a
material-
Woody.
All right, we lowered the bike down. Next thing we're gonna do is swap out the gas cap for the carbon one. Look at that, and a quick release. Supplied by Manny at Moto Million. Use code CAMPISI for all your motorcycle needs.
Hey, Manny literally has a part for every, like if you're
Anything in the world.
If you want to put carbon doors.
If
in
your
your
fridge breaks,
refrigerator,
call Manny. He'll take care of
you
it.
want carbon handles for your refrigerator.
If you're building a racetrack mini, he'll help you with that too.
Dude, apparently he watches our videos.
He does. That's what I heard. That's word on the street. All right,
take
wait.
70.
Gas cap next. You can see this guy and this guy.
You see this guy?
You see this?
This bullshit guy.
You see. What?
He do the wee woo. Okay, so the fuel cap has this plastic surround with the seal on it, with the vents and all that stuff. Yeah. Little Phillips head. There's 5 of them. This comes out.
Yep.
This still sits down.
This comes out of the closet.
This comes out of the closet. And then we take this turtle here. I believe it goes.
The turtle. I can look over here and tell you. It should be right hand side. That's how you had it.
So the turtle goes right in there.
Yep,
seals that up. And then when you put this guy on there, like this, these 2 glue on the sides, and then this goes like that.
Cool.
And then everything else underneath works
cool
as it should.
All right.
And you use these new bolts, by the way, to screw
For the
this
turtle?
in. For the turtle.
Okay.
Turtle.
We do that now?
Yep.
Do it. All right, we set everything in there. Make sure this thing is off to the right hand side. It shouldn't, I don't think it would line up any other way. Maybe it would if you did it opposite way, but there's vent lines over here and stuff like that this has to cover and sit under. So 4 bolts go in, 4 screws, whatever you want to say. And then that's pretty much it, right? You're lightly putting them in.
I'm just threading them in.
I just want to talk to him. All right, and then before we put the final piece on, there is double-sided tape on there. We're not going to use that yet, just in case we want to take this back off to sand it down so it's a matte finish.
If we want to do matte.
If we want to.
Either way, we're going to end up gluing this later.
Eventually, yeah.
So
how does that press on?
There's a top and
bottom.
Yep.
Look at that. That is incredible. How are we going to get that back off? How are you going to get that back off?
The bottom didn't push in.
No?
It's stuck, it's stuck.
Well, get it to work, bud. Okay, look at that. That looks incredible. I don't know why, this is always one of my favorite mods, especially when it's against an aluminum tank. Like, look at that.
It's one thing you always see when you're sitting on a bike.
Yeah, you're always staring down at your dick, and then you see this too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. How premium does that feel?
I love that they,
the special components in there.
They put the
that
patent
is
and everything
sick.
in there.
If you guys don't have one of these for your bike, go on motomillion.com, buy one, use my code right now. Literally stop everything you're doing, get off the shitter, and go buy one. All right, I think that's it for today. This frickin' thing, what a nightmare. Dado crushed it though, and it looks incredible. It definitely makes all the satin look totally out of place. So once those are replaced with a matte, and this is 100% gonna have to get sanded down, it looks very out of place. And then this guy as well. So we'll get there. We got plenty of stuff to do, but I'm loving it. Like I said, the front fender looks awesome. This looks incredible. So good against the brushed aluminum tank. The rear hugger looks awesome, and that looks incredible. Damn, I can't wait. So I think next episode we're gonna do chain and sprocket, and that's gonna really make this puppy pop. And Jaret Bear's happy pants. By the way, everybody asking, yes, we're gonna get a black kickstand. If we don't get a black kickstand, I'll powder coat that mother effer right there, so don't worry about it. Okay, I think that's it. Shout out to Manny from Moto Million. Get all your Moto Million parts through him. Use code Campisi. If you wanna be entered to win this bad boy, support me, Dado, and Dozer. Go to patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.